Our award sponsor winning a spot for these awards. Lovely. Over to you, Nisha.
The next set of awards for chapters with highest retention percentage in the last year. And the Bni Spot Award for the highest retention for Mumbai East goes to BNI Prosperity with 93% retention.
Woo! 93% retention rate. Now that's phenomenal, guys. Come on, walk faster. Can we have the leadership team?
BNI Impeccable with 80% retention in the last year. Can we have the leadership team of BNI Impeccable on stage, please?
BNI Impeccable.
BNI Creme with 79% retention. Can we have the leadership team up on stage, please?
Let's hear it for BNI Creme.
Let's give it up for BNI Creme. Moving on, from Mumbai South, we have the BNI Superstars with 86% retention.
BNI Superstars. Can we have the leadership team over here?
BNI Biz Angels with 88% retention.
BNI Business Angels, can you please? Can we have the leadership team? Oh yeah, I can see them running. Come on, guys, faster! We want to make sure members are very hungry before dinner. You can very well continue that, it'll be great. I'm sure everybody would like to shake a leg. Moving on further to the next set of awards. This award is for the chapters that have generated the maximum revenue in the last year. Bni Spot Awards for highest revenue, starting with Mumbai East. We have BNI Super Achievers with 40.72 crores generated in the last year. BNI Super Achievers. Can we have the LT here? Congratulations, Super Achievers. Moving on from Mumbai Northeast, we have BNI Impeccable with 50.96 crores of business done. BNI Impeccable. Moving on. From Mumbai Northwest, we have BNI Infinite with 16.15 crores of business done in the last year. BNI Infinite. Leadership team of Infinite. Congratulations, Infinite. Moving on from Mumbai South, we have BNI Superstars with 24.88 crores of business done. BNI Superstars. And we have the LT of Superstars. Let's hear it for Superstars, guys.
चलती है क्या नो से 12 अरे टन 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 तारा चलती है क्या नो से 12
Moving on, coming into the last region from Mumbai West with a whopping 72.8 crores, we have BNI Exponential. Can we have the Exponential here, please? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hear it for all these chapters. All these awards have been sponsored by BNI Sports.
And the next set of awards is for the chapters that have invited the highest number of visitors last year. So the BNI Spot Award for the highest visitors from Mumbai East, we have BNI Prosperity with 565 visitors.
लड़की ब्यूटीफुल कर गई चूल तेरा रंग सावला हुआ बावला लड़की नहीं है तू है गरम मामला बोलती बंद मुझे कहूँ क्या भला कुछ भी कहा नहीं जाए चेन्नई से दिल्ली हिले है लंदन.
And from Mumbai Northeast, we have BNI Impeccable with 385 visitors.
रवीना टंडन आग लगाने आई है बंटन गोली चल गई धाए नगर विलाती ईगो में रहती नगर विलाती ईगो में रहती टशन दिखाती फुल और लड़की ब्यूटीफुल कर गई चुल और लड़की ब्यूटीफुल कर गई चुल.
From Mumbai Northwest, we have BNI Hira with 461 visitors.
That's one healthy LT.
चम चम कर दे के हाय ब्रांड वे एयरप्लेन मुंडिया दे मेरे हील पे होंदे लैंड वे.
From Mumbai South, we have BNI Premier with 332 visitors. BNI Premier, up on stage,
चम कर
please.
दे के हाय ब्रांड वे एयरप्लेन मुंडिया दे मेरे हील पे होंदे लैंड वे. सारी कुड़ियां है दिसी चिड़ियां सारी कुड़ियां दिसी चिड़ियां क्लपती मैं बुलबुल मैं लड़की ब्यूटीफुल करके चूल मैं लड़की ब्यूटीफुल करके
लड़की ब्यूटीफुल कर गई चुल.
And from Mumbai West, we have BNI Biz Genies with 774 visitors.
Control. Wait a minute.
chapters. Moving on. Moving on.
Shake your body, girl.
Alright. Shiva, thank you so much. Moving on further to the next set of awards. This is the awards for chapters that have highest average chapter traffic light score. We'll start the Winner Spot Award for the highest average traffic score. From Mumbai East, we have BNI Energy with 79.58 as the average score. BNI Energy. Can we have the LT of Energy in, please? BNI Energy. Mumbai Northeast, we have BNI Prosperity with an average score of 88.75. BNI Prosperity. The LT of Prosperity could have very well started here only. But anyway, guys, faster.
मन कहे कि मैं ले आऊं चांद और तारे सारे इन हाथों पर मैं चांद रखूं इस मांग में भर दूं तारे.
Moving on, guys, congratulations to Prosperity. From Mumbai Northwest, we have BNI Creme with 88.3 as their average chapter traffic light score. BNI Creme.
Yellow, control karo mere bhai.
Congratulations, BNI Creme. Moving on further, from Mumbai South, the Winner Spot Award for the highest average light score goes to BNI Premier with a score of 88.3. BNI Premier. Congratulations, BNI Premier. Moving on, from Mumbai West, the Winner Spot Award for the highest average traffic score goes to BNI Evolve with 92.9 average score. Can we have the leadership team of BNI Evolve? Come on, guys, faster.
And the next awards are for the chapter with the highest NPS. So the Winner Spot Award for the highest NPS are from Mumbai East. We have, they're all sitting down, BNI Prosperity. From Mumbai Northeast, we have BNI Energy with 77.
दिल चोरी सादा हो गया की करिए दिल चोरी सादा हो गया की करिए
have the LTO of Krem here on the stage, please?
From Mumbai South, we have BNI Sparkle. Can we have the leadership team?
और दिल रजामंद है
आजा 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 बैंड बाजा लेके आजा तेरी याद सताए दूल्हे राजा तो आजा आजा आजा
Can we have the leadership team of BNI Sparkle on the stage, please?
And from Mumbai West, we have BNI Soul.
तुम पै गईया तू चंडीगढ़ तो आई नहीं चंडीगढ़ तो आई तेनू देख के होते भरदे ने खड़े चुंगा विच सफाई नहीं ठोडी ते काला दिल कुड़ीए ठोडी ते काला दिल कुड़ीए जो धागे चन दे टुकड़े दे तेनू काला चश्मा तेनू काला चश्मा तेनू काला चश्मा
Let's get it for BNI Soul, guys. Congratulations to all the winners. Moving on to the last set of awards in this section of the day. The next award is for the most knowledgeable chapter. That is the chapter with the highest training attendance. The Winner Spot Award for the highest training attendance from Mumbai East. I'm not announcing, guys. Start walking. BNI Prosperity. BNI Prosperity. You guys are literally the brightest chapter in the room, by the way, with those lights on you guys. The Winner Spot Award for the highest training from Mumbai Northeast goes to BNI Impeccable with 24% members attending the training. BNI Impeccable. Can we have the leadership team on the stage, please?
इश्क से ऊंचा इश्क से बढ़कर इश्क से अच्छा इश्क बिना हम कुछ नहीं चाहे जो आए लेके दिल में इश्क मोहब्बत सबको गले लगाना अपने कल्चर की है आदत
स्वैग से करेंगे सबका स्वागत
Congratulations, Impeccable. Moving on from Mumbai Northwest, the Winner Spot Award for highest training attendance is a tie. It's a tie between two chapters, BNI Krem and BNI Harmony. BNI Krem and BNI Harmony with 23% members attending trainings. Can we have the leadership teams of both the chapters on the stage? Congratulations, Krem and Harmony. Moving on, for the Winner Spot Award for the highest training attendance from Mumbai South goes to BNI Premier. BNI Premier with 10%. Congratulations, Premier. Moving on, last award. The Winner Spot Award for the highest training attendance from Mumbai West, we have BNI Business Genies with 10% of their members attending trainings. Business genies, can we have the leadership team on the stage?
ओए हवन कुंड मस्तों का झुंड ओए हवन कुंड मस्तों का झुंड ओए हवन कुंड मस्तों का झुंड सुनसान रात अब ऐसी रात रख दिल पे हाथ हम साथ साथ बोल क्या करेंगे.
Congratulations, guys. So this was it as far as the chapter awards are concerned in this section. Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you, back Murli Graham and Hemu for. So all right, guys, your photo ops can continue. But
Thank you, gentlemen.
thank you so much, gentlemen. Thanks a lot. Request you all to please take back your seats. You guys can, of course, all the chapter members together take as many pictures as you need in the break. Please request you all to take up your seats. We'll move on quickly to the next part of the day. Nisha, over to you.
Thank you, Fahad. I would now like to invite on stage Mrs. Meena Srinivasan, someone who has been an integral part of our BNI One India team and the person pioneering the BNI Foundation and Business Voices activities in India as part of the International Board of Directors of the BNI Foundation. She is also the Executive Director of BNI Chennai CBDA region. Meena Srinivasan is a co-founder and Chief Excellence Officer of Scion Social, a niche global social media marketing firm. She is one of the most sought-after specialists in the emerging world of social media and has participated in several industry forums across the globe. Previously, she has been awarded amongst the top 50 social media professionals in India by CMO Asia Council. Recently, she was awarded with the Women Super Achiever Award by HRD Congress in the field of digital marketing. Passionate about giving the gift of education to underprivileged children, she actively supports the Building Block Schools in Bangalore. She will now update us about the BNI Foundation. Over to you, Meena.
Thank you, Nisha. Good morning, BNI. It's so wonderful to be back with the BNI One India family. I know we've had a power-packed session so far with all the business learnings. And of course, the awards just wanted us to break into a dance, right? Now it's time to switch gears a little bit and talk about the BNI Foundation, the business giving part of things. I'm just here to present a few things on behalf of the BNI International Foundation. I know Graham is on the board, and we have our leadership in place with Ivan, Beth, Kevin Barber, and several of them working towards various initiatives. So a quick run through. Obviously, the foundation has been in place for about 20 years. 1998 was when it was started, and through the BNI Foundation, there have been several awards and grants given across the world, wherever BNI operates, to help underprivileged students, primarily with their education and other needs. Interestingly, a few years ago, we have, Beth actually has pioneered what's called the Business Voices. Now, this is slightly different from the foundation. I hear people asking, so what's the BNI Foundation and what's Business Voices? To just put it across very simply, the Business Voices is in other words, called cause networking, where a chapter, at a chapter level, or even at an individual level, you'll be able to take up something that's close to your heart, probably not necessarily needing to contribute funds, but maybe your time, your talent, your resources towards that. And there's a lot of information now on Business Voices. This is probably the most important slide that I have to tell you about. You can look at bnifoundation.org. There's toolkits, there's plenty of downloadable material, so you can take that information into your chapter and start your own chapter-level Business Voices initiative. And this is where we're trying to structure it into 2019 to do it more efficiently. You can also check out the Facebook page, which has been really active, the BNI Foundation Facebook page. If you haven't checked it out, please do that and give us a like. So what kind of projects does Business Voices do across the world? So here are some examples. There's career fairs that they go and help the youngsters understand what they can be a part of. Fundraisers, obviously school supplies and projects related to the schooling industry, or helping revamp a school or refurbish a school. Mentoring programs. A lot of our members are seasoned business owners. They can mentor younger entrepreneurs, as well as student recognition. So these are some of the projects going on across the world, and in India as well, the foundation has been very active. In fact, Dr. Meissner and Beth have contributed a lot towards the building block schools in Bangalore, and that's Graham's visit recently on his first trip to India. And even in the local region, Mumbai has been contributing, fundraising, and doing a lot of interesting things. So we constantly look for opportunities to support new organizations. And today it's my pleasure to introduce a very special person, Dr. Archana Sarda. She's the founder of UDAN and has been working for the last 15 years to change lives of children with type 1 diabetes in the state of Maharashtra. She has adopted nearly 600 children who need insulin to survive, but can't really afford it, and making sure that they not only conquer the disease, but also achieve their full potential. All along, she's also invented a new way to store insulin, a unique model for education and supporting the mothers by helping them get coached, as well as offering them resources to take care of their kids and achieve the results. So UDAN has achieved these results and has been recognized as the Globe Center, by the Globe Center of Excellence in changing the diabetes scene of children in India. She's won numerous awards for her work, including the Diabetes India Award for Innovation, and has recently been nominated for the Lestrade Prize, a global award for education and advocacy. So it's really my honor and privilege to invite Dr. Archana Sarda to share stage and tell us a little bit about UDAN and the work she's doing in the villages across Maharashtra.
A very warm good afternoon to everyone. Thank you, BNI. A very humble thanks for letting me be here with you. I'm going to share in the next 5 minutes a story of a child that changed my life and hopefully will connect to lives of everyone here as if it was our own child. Why is this child with diabetes? Because imagine, it's not like the diabetes you know. It's a very different kind of a diabetes where a child is taking insulin injections 4 to 5 times a day. A child cannot live without these insulin injections. It's not a choice. It's not a luxury. That bottle drops, it breaks, and the child dies. Now on top of it, there's no money. A rickshawala, a laborer, a lady working in the domestic help, with an average income of less than 10,000 combined in a family, today has a child who is having type 1 diabetes, needs insulin. The average cost is 2,500 rupees a month for one child's survival. And this is so tough. Often the family asks, shall I let the child live? Or let it just go? Is it worth it? Is this child ever going to be worthwhile? Because a child is an investment for them. So our first job started in trying to convince them to let their own child live. How many of us have a type 1 diabetes friend? Where did they all go? Where are the people with type 1 diabetes who were 40, 50, 60 years old? In India, I'm talking about especially the underprivileged. Where are they? They're no more, because the average expectancy of life in India, especially in the underprivileged group, was just 20 years. And why should that be? So the story started 15 years ago when I had a first child who came to me in her father's arm at my doorstep. And the child's father said, I have no money, I have no hope. This is my last hope. If you can do something, save her. Otherwise, I've given up because I've sold my farm. The child gets repeated admissions. Each time it costs such a lot of money. The government hospitals do not supply insulin in our country. It's a right for a child to live, and it's just not available to children in India. When this child came to me, initially I thought, okay, I'll just give her insulin. We gave them insulin, a few children came, we gave them free insulin, and what happened? They still didn't control their sugars. They still came back for hospitalization because this insulin needed storage. It needed to be kept cool. These children were living in homes with tin roofs. They were living in a temperature of 40 degrees. If they somehow saved money to buy a fridge, they did not have electricity to run that fridge. And they needed to store their insulin at a degree which was less than 27 degrees. And that led to an invention where we all brainstormed and used the old African pot-and-pot technology and created an insulin pot. This is a little girl, Usha, who lives in the Lonar crater, which is the second largest crater in the world. And this girl has to take insulin 4 times a day. When we visited her home and we found that, how would she do it? And this pot is now something which is recognized by the International Society for Pediatrics and Adolescent Diabetes. It features globally, made very much in a village in India. As we found problems, we tried to find solutions. As today I was listening to everyone, that challenges led to solutions, and that is how we evolved. Once we had given them the glucometers, because each child has to check sugar 5 times a day. And again, 5 times a day is a sugar checking, 5 times a day is insulin taking. That's 10 pricks a baby takes a day. Think what happens to the parent. Yet, okay, insulin was given, the glucometer was given, now there's a pot to store the insulin. What do I do with it? The child lives in a remote area, 100 kilometers from the nearest doctor. The doctor there has no idea what is type 1 diabetes. Who is going to educate them? The father goes to the farm, the mother is illiterate, who's taking care of the chickens or whatever work she has. They say, we have no time to give insulin. We don't understand what to do with it. We cannot read the numbers on the glucometer. And in that scenario, we realized it's just not enough to supply with the medical supplies. And then came education. Education came in such a big way that we created things in the local language, we made it pictorial. Our education started from teaching them how to read the numbers so that they can use the glucometer and give the right dose of insulin to their children. And then, who would do that? As we grew, we started with 1 child. Today we are 600 children. I cannot, as we see here, it is always teamwork. And then, because we did not have educators, who came to our rescue? The mothers of type 1. We created an education program in which the mothers of type 1 became coaches. So these are diabetes coaches. The women themselves have nurtured a child. They brought them well. They were trained in a structured manner, and they became a bridge. They ran 24/7 helplines. You can see some of the mothers, and this is how we do it. We are on the floor all the time. We do not have the luxuries of various things which often come with such things. And this became a chain. And now in every village, in every taluka actually, village is a dream, is a support group run by a mother of a type 1 child. Again, this model was extremely appreciated, and we are trying to replicate it across the world, especially where diabetes coaches and educators are not available. Okay, the sugar is well controlled, but I'm lonely. We live in a society that's so discriminating. We talk to people, they're black, white, tall, fat, thin, so many things. And how about a child who's taking insulin? Every child felt alone. They've never seen another child with type 1 diabetes. People thought they're taking drugs. They wouldn't share tiffin with them. They said, oh, it's going to happen to my child. There were cases, I mean, every single case. They wouldn't even take the children to a marriage, or would not take them to their aunt's home, or they would deprive the child of 3 days of insulin injections just because somebody will come to know that they have diabetes and they will be rejected. It became a social rejection. These children were very, very lonely. And in Udan, this is how we live. We are on the floor. It doesn't look like a hospital. It's a fun thing. It looks like a village. Somebody's playing basketball. Somebody's jumping the hoop. And all kinds of things they learn. And what's most important is they're more like me. It's so important to be in a peer group. So we go for treks, we go for picnics, and believe me, that has worked way beyond than just giving insulin and glucometers and strips, etc., etc. So money and equipment works, but love works way, way beyond that. And then the children became happy. They were very happy. They were now empowered. They felt we can take care of our diabetes. They have a good HbA1c. And then came the next stumbling block. Every time a marriage, there's a rejection. A guy would come, see, in arranged marriage. If they fell in love, wonderful. But we know what happens, especially in the rural, in the underprivileged India. Not only are the marriages fixed, they are fixed for the wrong reasons. All caste, creed, etc., etc. And these children were rejected. Rejected, I mean, these young men and women. Every time a guy would come to see a girl, or a girl would be seen, for a guy would be seen, the moment the topic came that I take insulin shots, there would be no reply. I have a girl right now who is in a live-in relationship with another guy because 18 suitors rejected her. And 18 suitors said, no, you have type 1 diabetes, we don't want you. So there's so many myths around. So we had to create awareness. We gave a lot of newspaper talks. We had a lot of radio programs. We went from village to village. We went to doctors, creating awareness. It's okay. It's just type 1 diabetes. It's not like something's going to happen. And we have now so many, I mean, I have so many grandchildren now because my girls have kids, all are healthy and happy. Now we are a 3-generation family existing today. Again, everything said, is the disease really type 1 diabetes? Why Wasim Akram is doing well? The UK Prime Minister Theresa May is doing well. We have so many people with type 1 diabetes. Halle Berry is doing well. But these girls, so we gave them vocation, education, sponsorship, and these are now educators, doctors, engineers, farmers, shopkeepers. So we came a long journey. We have big numbers. We have a diabetes coach program in place. Every problem that crept up, we faced it, tried to find a solution with minimal resources. People joined hands with us, and I will just end with what some of my kids have to say. Just 30 seconds.
म्हणजे आम्हाला असं वाटतं की आमच्या मुलीला डायबिटिक्स नाही.
To live a fulfilling life. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Sarda, for sharing your inspiring work with us. May I now request Meena to please.
Woo! That's great. How many of you would like to earn 50 lakh of extra money this year? There's very less noise. Let me rewind and ask the same question. How many of you would like that 50 lakhs extra money? Then in next 1 minute, I'm going to quickly give you one amazing tip to earn that 50 lakh. Are you guys ready? How many of you really believe that we should support these children to get rid of type 1 diabetes? Raise your hands and make some noise. If that's the case, I want you guys to reach out your wallet and pick up your wallet, please. All of you just pick out your wallet. Pick out your wallet, wherever you are. Just pick out. I'm going to give you one urgent happiness tip and also money-making tip. Open your wallet. Come on, guys. You guys are rich enough. Yes, go ahead. And the largest bill in your mobile, okay, or largest bill, whatever it is, okay. In mine, I have 2,000 with me, okay. Just take this money. Whichever money you have, just take it out, take it out. Come on, guys, come on. I have only 30 seconds. Take the money. 500, 2,000, whatever you have. Look at the money in your hand. Look at the money in your hand. Okay? Give a beautiful kiss to the money. Give a kiss to the money. Come on, go ahead. And look at the money and say, I'm going to use this money to help these children. And how are you going to do this? Because we have Norm Dominguez, our ex-CEO of BNI, wrote an amazing book of Magic of Positivity, which has amazing positive stories. And BNI Foundation has partnered with the Magic of Positivity and Udan Foundation. I want whatever money you have taken, don't put it back into the wallet. Go back to the back. Once the tea break is announced, go back to the positivity booth, and with the money, just buy the book. And the profits of the book is given for BNI Foundation to help children to fight diabetes. Can we all do that as BNI? Are you guys really serious in helping these children? If that's the case, I want each one of you to go at the tea break, to go. I think some of you guys have already bought the book. It's an amazing book. The bonus when you buy the book is you have Graham who can sign the book because he is also part of the book. And I've also written one small chapter. You can get a signature from my side also. But let's go and help these children to fight diabetes, and let's help Udan also at the same time. Can you all do that, Mumbai?
Yeah.
Thank you very much, and over to Meena.
Thank you, Murli. Now I may request Hemu to please come up and felicitate
He
Meena
wants you to show it.
with a bouquet and a Gadla Wala hamper, please.
Ma'am,
Meena,
please. Murli,
let's give her a big hand.
Now we can-
Meena Srinivasan.
show it and pray over the mic. Let's hear it for Meena Srinivasan, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, Murli. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, I'm sure that all of us would be looking forward to be, doing our bit towards this noble cause. With this, we come to the end of our second session of the day, and we would be breaking here for tea for exactly 20 minutes. Request you all to please make sure that, we are back onto our seats by in 20 minutes. The buffet and the snacks buffet is laid out behind the stalls for all of us. So make sure that you have your snacks and are refreshed so that I can see you guys on the other side of this break. For all the RDs, EDs, and special invitees, we have got the buffet laid out behind the stage. So you guys can move backstage. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.